Welcome in, everyone, to the Challenge After Show. We're talking Challenge All-Stars tonight, episode 6, Free Fallin'. That's the name of the episode, ladies. That's fun. I'm Dan. That's Pam. That's Jenna. Let's do this. Ladies, how are you?
Disney musical Dan.
Clearly, Disney, I sang a song. That's what it's all about. Ladies, the opening scene tonight was Jonna and Katie talking, and the producers are doing a really nice job of setting it up so we know that either Katie or Jonna might be involved in this elimination. And sure enough, it was Katie this week. And I have to say, just a hot take, Jonna is an awful competitor since her beginnings on the challenge.
Dan, I gotta
Katie,
stop you right there. I'm gonna let you finish, but her name's Jonna. Her name is Jonna.
let me stop.
Have you watched this season? Have you watched this show, Vernon Davis?
Well, because Vernon Davis called him Kyle and not Kyle.
You're saying that Vernon Davis has never seen this show before, but now you're falling into that category. But Jonna? What? We just started Patreon this week, and this is how we're entering our Patreon era.
I'm honestly contemplating stopping this and re-recording it because I'm really nervous about all the hate we're gonna get. I'm totally.
You're learning fine. I think we should power through it. But if you want to stop me.
I was 100%. I could care less. Ladies, so Jonna and Katie, here we go. Jonna is an awful competitor ever since the beginning, and Katie is to a lesser degree, but still not that great. And even Katie admits that she's not very athletic. So I want to get our thoughts on the opening scene between those two. Jonna.
I don't remember Jonna as a competitor very much. I love Katie, and I loved the opening where Katie told us she likes to pretend to be scared and not very capable, and that it's been working for her so far. So
yeah, I mean, it's funny that can be a bargaining chip for them, right? Like it's kind of a strategy for them to say, oh, I suck at this game. Hopefully nobody picks me to be their partner. But however, if you suck at this game, chances are you're going to be down there by your own fault. Yeah. You're going to be down there because you're losing challenges and maybe because you're the weakest competitor. So therefore, you're probably going to see yourself down there. So I wouldn't really be concerned about fearing that guys are going to pick you. I'd be a little bit more concerned about how you're competing daily. Well, but it works for them. You know, if you can find a silver lining, it's all about spin zoning. If you can find a way to manipulate other people into finding a reason not to say your name, I can go for it. Put it on a billboard.
It would be funny if they had to do Red Skulls like for a season with them in it, because they would be just like, oh no, I actually have to go down there possibly. But I mean, being a weaker competitor, they get thrown down there anyways. Like you said, Jonna is going to get thrown down.
I love how you roll your eyes as if you were pronouncing her name wrong.
No, because it's funny because literally I'm pretty sure when we were back at AfterBuzz, I called her Jonna too, and I got yelled at for that. This was 3 years ago. So Dan does not learn his lessons. That's the whole lesson to be learned here, is that I don't learn my lesson. So
old habits die hard, baby.
Maybe third time's a charm.
Yes, but I was still kind of coming down from I'm gonna miss Beth. I mean, when we started the episode, I was like, Beth is really good for this show. And I know she's got a lot of hate in the past, but the shows are just better when Beth is there. She brings this element, like she is funny and quirky and awkward. And I will
agree with you. This was the most likable Beth has ever been. I think from start to now, I find her almost, I don't usually like her. And I was sad to see her go this time too. She was edited in a fun way. Like her silliness came off as silly, not awful. This time I was like, oh, I get Beth. Okay, I like Beth. Whereas usually I feel like she's painted as just not in a great light.
Right? She always gets painted as the villain. And I have to go back and rewatch because sometimes it's very much so like if the whole house feels this way, there must be a reason why they feel this way, right? Yeah. However, sometimes it's such a domino effect that people just jump into the groups without even really like knowing if they stand for what that group stands for. Meaning like, did everybody just jump on the I hate Beth train without even really having a valid reason why?
It happened one season, like one of her last seasons before her big break, where everyone jumped on against her and she didn't really do anything. And then people were starting to be like, why are we all hating Beth? What did she really do that was that bad? And she got eliminated very quickly, but yeah, she didn't really do anything.
She was just not in the cool girl group.
Right.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, like she kind of stuck up for herself and was fine being the odd one out. So it was almost like a relationship that worked, you know. She didn't want to be in the group and they didn't want her in it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm just a big follower and that's what I'm remembering, but I remember genuinely not liking her, maybe simply for that reason. So I don't remember the particulars, but I remember being like, huh, Beth, this time, like, she's not so bad. See how she can be, I did enjoy her this season, but I could see how the cool girls might not have loved her. But
these are also grown-ass people at this point. Right? People are 50 years old. They're like grown-ass adults, not 21-year-olds anymore. So it's, God, some of the beef that they still have at 50, it's like, oh my God, I guess it does exist forever and ever and ever. Anyways, let's get on to our next scene on this wonderful episode. It's between Anusa and Latreon, and these guys. Anissa and Latirian. I'm so sorry, guys. I keep doing this. I'm so bad.
I like Latreon.
This is why This is why I love this All-Star season. Did we all see Anissa's hand wandering in this?
Oh, episode? Yeah.
It's awesome.